Hey YouTube, want to share a few dreams I had back in 2019. Yeah, 2019. It was a long time ago. Okay, so the first one was, it was like Russia versus another country, very similar. We're at like some sort of crossing, some sort of border, and the tanks were Russian, the guns were Russian, but I had an old World War II gun. It's called the PTRS-41. It's an anti-material rifle, anti-tank gun. And I asked some people around and they said Ukraine, North Korea, and I think Serbia still uses that rifle. The men were all European, and I think they were Ukrainian. I was Ukrainian. The other side was Russian, so I had a dream Ukraine and Russia went to war. I had another one, I'll share it later, but that's in a whole nother video. And I was in an apartment, like those very Russian looking apartments. They're called like Khrushchyovkas or something. I'd have to type it out in the description, but we're at one of those and I saw a tank. It was like an artillery tank, and they're all dark green. And the place that we're at kind of resembled Pripyat, Ukraine, kind of like where the Chernobyl disaster happened. That's what these buildings resembled. And yeah, it looked like that. And the guns were like AKs and stuff, and big Russian looking machine guns. And yeah, so I was in a building, an apartment, and it was rubble all around. This was a full-on war. And I ran across the street, and there was tanks in the street, like friendly ones. And they looked a little different than the Russian ones. They were different colors, like camo, and the Russian ones were just green. And I go across the building, I go across the street, there's an apartment, and inside was a tank, and it was like an artillery tank. The barrel was so big it had to have a mount on the barrel to keep it steady. And then I ran in there and I looked down the barrel of the tank and I just froze in shock, and then that dream ended. Then after that, I had another one. I was walking through like a rubble-filled city, and it was summertime. All these were in summer. And it was like in a town where there's like a roundabout, and then there's buildings all around it, almost like a city hall, or I don't know how you would describe that. And a war definitely happened here. And then the next one was Washington, D.C. The place was just destroyed, completely a mess. And I was on top of a building, a really tall one. I was walking across, kind of like on a, you know those people that walk on those big wires, building from building? I was doing like that, and everything below me was just crumbling. I think a bomb or a war definitely happened here. And yeah, so I had a dream of Ukraine and Russia fighting. I also saw the flags. Then that city was in rubble, and then Washington, D.C. was completely in rubble, just a mess, destroyed. So that was, yeah, that was it. And I'm going to make a few more videos after this. I'm just trying to get out as many as I can that I've wrote down. But yeah, that's it.